kind of situation, you can go for event chart. Next, we have the funnel chart. What is funnel chart? When can we use funnel chart? Funnel chart is very much helpful to show the flow of stages. Okay, this is one is basically appears like a inverted pyramid. You know pyramid, right? So if you put it in upside down, it will be like a pyramid, but it is an inverted pyramid. The funnel chart, okay, it appears like this. The top section of the funnel chart displays the wider area, okay, which often decreases as it moves forward into the channel. Okay, into the channel. Okay, the funnel chart helps us to visualize a linear process that has sequential connected stages. A simple, see, the sales guys, the marketing guys, they use something called funnel chart, right? These sales funnel chart or funnel chart, they use a term called funnel chart. Okay. And right, so in the case, let's say, well, a simple example, let's say you are a marketing manager, you want to explore, how you can reach more potential customers to grow your revenue share. So in that case, you are doing some kind of opportunity analysis or sales prospecting, right? Sales prospecting or opportunities. What are the chances that we can get more potential customers? Okay, so basically you are generating the leads through some third party application or through Facebook ads. So let's say you are giving an ad in your Facebook or Google AdWords, and then you are getting calls from, let's say, 350 customers. Let's say they saw your product and or the services in the ad, and you received the call from 350 customers. And then out of these 350 customers, after you discussing with them and explaining about your product and service in detail, right, so you are going to qualify out of 350 calls that we received it, right, so leads that we received it, only 160 or 160 leads or potential leads. Okay, out of those 350, only 160 customers who have who are qualifying to buy my product. And then you have come up with some strategies to target these customers by conducting a webinar or a demo. Okay, after giving the demo, right, so what you do is you can see that out of 160, 120 customers are the potential customers, and then what you are doing is out of one, and then what you are doing is you are going to give the proposals. You are giving the proposals to them to sign off. Okay, so out of 120, after receiving the proposal, only 90 got they signed off the proposal, but out of the 90, only 60 people actually they made the payment, they got converted. So with this, you can understand the various stages that are there in your sales funnel, though you received, and it can help you, right, in each stage, how many number of leads or customers dropped off. Okay, so with the help of this one, we can understand, right? So it helps us to reveal the bottlenecks in linear process. Okay, so in this case, right, so 120, 190, do we have any bottleneck here, right? So 350 to 160, there is a almost 50% drop in leads. So why is that? So is there any communication gap, or customers are not able to understand products or something like that? Okay, so if you can see this, there is a 50%. Is there any way we can we can work out on this, right? So instead of 50%, probably we'll try to reduce it to 30% drop in the customers. Try to identify more number of potential customers out of the leads that you received it. Okay, probably you can convince them, right? So these are the products or services that we are giving it. Once you sign up for our product, we will give additional support or additional discount, something like that. Okay, it will help us to reveal the bottlenecks in the linear process. So the colors, with the best practices when it comes to the funnel chart, you can use blue, purple, green. That is what the Microsoft it recommends us. Okay, or in general, right? So the BPG, remember it. The blue, purple, green color is, used. We use it for the funnel chart to stand out. So you can go for the light, darker to lighter shades as the funnel goes further into the stages. So now the question is, when can I use funnel chart? If the data is sequential and moves through at least 4 stages, then you can go for funnel chart. Okay, to calculate the potential revenue or sales by stages. Okay, you can go for the funnel chart. That kind of situation also you can go for, but it helps us to understand the bottlenecks in the linear curve. For example, you want to track a shopping cart workflow, right? The customers uh, they clicked on they moved the item, right? So they checked out, but they did not check out. So they selected the product and they added the product to the cart. Finally, they did not buy it. Okay. So what are the bottlenecks? Or is it something like when they try to do checkout, any problem with the payment process? Are they not able to make the payment? Any problem with the payment gateway service provider? Are there any other problem? Okay, so so what are the bottlenecks in terms of the shopping cart abandonment in the case of e-commerce, right? So they do this kind of analysis. In that kind of situation, of the funnel chart is used. What we will do is I'll just go here and then I rename it as ribbon chart. That's a painful thing. It is when you open more than one Power BI desktop, you're gone. Okay, I thought of showing this one HR artist. Let me just close that one. I think because of which it is signing. I think it is not because of that. Let me just close this one. Meanwhile, let me check the file name. I think I used the same naming convention. Benchmark is there or not? Okay. Okay, this is my file explorer. Let me go here and see what is there here in the file explorer. Yes, I want to check the data set for this one because for this the data should be in proper format here. Yeah, funnel chart data is there. So this data set, okay, what I will do is I just go here quickly and then I click on the get data and this is my CSV file and I'm going to load a file by the name of funnel chart data. See, in the real-time scenario, you will not, have the, format of the data like how I, copied the data here. So you need to do some kind of aggregation of all the things, and finally you need to convert the data in this format. Okay, there's something like inquiries, right? So customers are calling you. In the top of the funnel chart, the first stage. Okay, this is what inquiries. Second stage, third stage, fourth stage, and final one. How many of them finally got converted? So I hit the load button. Since the format of the data are in line with the funnel chart need, okay. So it is pretty simple to chart, the plot it in the funnel chart visual. Can you see funnel kind of thing here? This is the one. I just clicked on this. Okay, we are done. And here I just resize it and funnel chart data here, and then stages, and then the details. That's it. Blue, purple, green. Okay, you can give different kinds of colors. So here you can go to the colors here, and then you can give the blue is already there. Probably you can use something like a little bit theme color, okay, darker blue or something like that. Okay, this is your okay. So better we'll go by this one. The previous one was for I just use Control Z. Where this is for better, and I just go to the this one and colors here the category labels on and data labels. And here the show all. Okay, here you can change it. Qualified leads, blue, purple, green, something like you can use it something like that. Okay. So the lighter color you can do purple, and then you can use the green color. The dark green, something like that. And then you can give the title, everything. So already we discussed the title and the font size and everything. You can change it here. So this is what your funnel chart. Hope you understood how to create a funnel chart and when the funnel chart can be used, the use case. What kind of scenario you recommend creating the funnel chart? The classic example, sales prospecting or opportunity analysis. If you want to perform some kind of opportunity analysis, you can go for funnel chart. Next one is the God chart. God chart and single chart. We'll take a look at this. What is a God chart? In the case of God chart, it requires three values: minimum, maximum, and the current value against the target value. So what are the three values? The minimum, maximum, and then the current value against the target value. So it is often used to represent the KPI, key performance indicators, like net sales, net revenue, or gross sales, or the revenue, profits, and so on. Okay. So for these kind of KPIs, we go for GAW chart. See the GAW chart as a circular arc, okay, and using which we can measure the progress against a set goal or a key performance. It's something like, actual versus target. You want to compare it. So you can go for a GAW chart. So it helps us to understand, so what extent the goal has been completed or achieved. Okay. So what I am going to do is I just go here. So this is what my God chart. I just click on the God chart. It requires three values. Okay, what are the three values? We can give it here. Let me just put the sales here. Simply I'll put sales here. Look at the moment I dropped here. This is what your minimum value. What you see, 0 is the minimum value. Okay, 0 is the minimum value. This is the maximum value. Okay, it should not be like 0 the minimum. Okay, it should be some other value. Okay, it's not coming up. Anyhow, I just select this visual and then I go to the format. And here, look here, even in this axis, right? Um, the place where we add the columns to the visual, here itself we can see that the value column, here I just dropped the sales column and minimum, maximum, and target value is there. So this represents this minimum value, and this one represents this maximum value, and the last one is the target value. So this is kind of a target value. It is not there here. So what I do is I just go to the format thing here. We don't have any separate column available to capture the minimum, maximum, target value. Instead, what they did, they're given an option here, the gauge axis, and you can specify the minimum value here. So here 11 million, let's say the minimum you are supposed to achieve 5 million. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 5 million. Look here, the 5M is the minimum. And maximum, I say 25 M. 25. All if they say 20 M is enough. Maximum. And then your target is supposed to be, why it shows 25 still. 5 million, right? Okay. Something wrong here. Let me, it shows in red color. Value must be greater than or equal to. Okay, okay, it should be greater than that one. That's why it gives that one. Okay, so look here, it's 20 million. So I specified, let's see, maximum should be more than minimum, isn't it? I mentioned the maximum value lesser than minimum. Okay, so now it is fine. So 5M is the minimum. This is the maximum value. And one more is target. Look at the target. Let's say I just, as a marketing manager, I tell the team, hey, you need to achieve $10 million. 10 million, 10M. So this is the needle, right? So the line or the needle represents the goal, or this is the target. This is the target. For example, Avinash, right? I tell Avinash, hey, Avinash, you need to achieve $10 million. So what he did, he achieved way more than the target value. So this is the target, but he achieved 11 million. Then, so whatever I said it, right? So beyond, he did a good job. Okay, this, right, so now understood there are three values. This is what your God chart, again, a lot of options are available. End of the day, formatting matters a lot, right? So you need to give, awesome colors here. And then the target color, you can set it something like a red or something like that. Okay, instead of blue, you can set or fill color, whatever you want, you can use it. So you can use something like green or something. In this case, it's green because we have achieved more than it gives them instant idea about, okay, good. So we have achieved more than the target which we set it to our people. Good. So like, title, font size, everything, you can change it here. Importantly, you need to remember when it comes to God chart, the interview will ask you what is God chart. So why, what kind of scenario that you can use the God chart. God chart is we use the God chart to represent the KPIs. What is the KPI? This is the sales, right? Sales performance. So what is the actual sales? What is the target sales? So the minimum sales, maximum sales. In order for the God chart, there are three values that you need to have it in our hand. One is the minimum and maximum, and then the target. So the target is 10M. That's all. Whatever the sales that you achieved from your data set, if you drop it here, so it can, since you have the target value already set, if the sales value goes beyond this line, then you are good. If it is falling below this, then you are in trouble. Okay. So God chart is pretty simple, right? So using God chart, we can represent KPI. That is what, we have understood now. Okay. And the next one is the single number chords. Okay. This is the one, is the sing 1, 2, 3. Can you see sing 1, 2, 3 here? When I click on this 1, 2, 3. Here, what I do is I just put the sales here, one number. Okay, in sales, how much sales we made. And then what I do is I just simply copy paste it. Control C, Control V. Next thing is I'm going to drop the quantity here. How many units we sold? So your management, they want to get a quick idea about how many number of units we sold apart from sales. This many number of, so for this many number of this many units sold, this is what the sales we made. Okay, what is the profit we made? The next question is profit. Let's go here. So profit, how much sales we made and how much quantity, how many units we sold and how much profit we made. With this, we are able to understand quickly. Right? This is a single number, single chord. Okay, single number chord. Okay, so with this, you will get a quick idea. Okay, so how much sales. For example, some cases, what we do is we will display, let's say you are doing business in four different regions, Bangalore, Chennai, something like that, right? Each region, you need to have single cards. So in that case, they should be able to see. So what is the sales in Bangalore, Chennai, Pune, Hyderabad, and or Mumbai, right? So they can get an instant idea. So each will. So now in that kind of situation, you might be wondering, so how can I display each city's the total sales here? Right, so we can use something like one option is we can use filters here. Okay, so visual level filter we can do it, which we will see it later. Okay, so which we will see it, what is filter, what are the types of filters that are available, what is slices, and so we'll look at it a little later. First we will finish off these kind of visuals. So now we understood with the help of the chord visual, we can display the single values. Okay, and but whereas in the case of God chart, if you want to compare where, or if you want to know where do we stand for the given KPIs, right? So the God chart is very much helpful. Next, what is next one is the okay, when to use when tracking a total achievement level percentage for a single data value over time. So in that kind of situation, we can go for God chart. Okay. So like Canada, France, and Great Britain, what are the sales we made in each country, right? So in that kind of situation, you can go for the number because it can give them an instant idea about how much they made it in each region. The next one is the waterfall chart. So what is waterfall chart? When we can go for waterfall chart. The waterfall chart, it shows a running total as the values are getting added or subtracted. Okay. It is also called as a cascade or bridge chart. It helps us to show the running total. So when can I use waterfall chart? Simple, the classic is the head count comparison. For example, this is when you have started your company and let's say 2019, currently you are in 2022. How many, how many number of times you have onboarded the people, right? So how much, jump in headcount from the day when we started our company. And then, this is the decrease. Right? This means number of employees, they left my company. And again, we have onboarded a couple of other people. And again, so there is what is the ups and downs from the start to, current. You want to understand in that kind of situation, waterfall chart is very much helpful. So it helps us to understand how the initial values got affected due to change in increase or decrease of values till the end. That is what your waterfall chart. And even in the case of comparing product earnings, that kind of situation also, this is very much helpful. Stock market, okay, showing a product value over a period of time. So that is also you can, that kind of situation also you can use it. Okay, so the waterfall chart is also called a cascade chart, bridge chart. It helps us show the running total. Okay, how the initial values got affected due to changes in increase or decrease in the values till the end. So in that kind of situation, you can go for the waterfall chart. Okay, next one is the bookmark. Before we jump into bookmark, a quick recap on the charts, whatever we discussed, and let us compare and contrast, each chart. Okay, so when we can use which chart? Area chart and line chart, when we can use it? When can we use the area chart and line chart? Can someone type it quickly in the chat window? Pavatpadi. Pavatpadi. So
Yes,
when
sir.
can we use area chart or a line chart or bar chart? Area. What is the difference between bar chart and area chart? When will you use bar chart? When will you use the line chart or area chart? Sumit. So area chart and line chart, we'll be using it to understand the trend, over a period of time. So can we see any increase in sales or decrease in sales? If you want to understand the trend, then we can go for line chart or area chart. In the case of bar chart or column chart, if you want to, sorry, in the case of column chart, you want to compare the categories side by side. In that case, in that kind of situation, we can go for the what? We can go for the column chart. Bar chart also we can use it. Okay, bar chart. And what is the difference between this one? Arvind, are you there? Arvind? Okay, I can see that Arvind is responded. Okay, good. So, but I don't see you in this one. Good. So, okay. So now the thing is, the next question is the waterfall chart. When can you use a waterfall chart? It shows a running total as the values are added, subtracted. So it gives us the running total. And what is a combo chart? Did you guys use combo chart? What is a combo chart? In the interview, they'll ask you. Arvind, why don't you tell me quickly? What is combo chart? Or Pravat Padi? What is combo chart?
It is a mixture of all chats, more than two chats.
Correct, right? So as you know, it's a combination chart, right? Combo chart is not
Yes.
a combination chart. It is a combination about the column chart and line chart. And when will you use pie chart? So what is the difference between pie chart and donut chart? Not much difference. Both of them are
Pie
same.
chart actually used to check something from a proportion.
Yeah, parts to a whole, right? To show the
Yeah, yeah.
relationship of parts to a whole, you can use pie charts or you can use donut chart. Donut charts are the widely used chart nowadays. Okay, and even using donut charts, we can understand the relationship of parts to whole. The only difference is between pie chart and donut chart. In the case of donut chart, the blanks, you can find the blank hollow space, right, in the chart in the middle. That is to display the label. And the next question is, so what is scatter and bubble charts? What is the purpose of scatter chart or bubble chart?
Bubble chart is used to check correlation,
Okay, very good. Correlation of what?
different variables.
No, which variables? Quantitative variables.
Yes.
If you want to find out the correlation between two quantitative variables, that is very important. In that kind of situation, we'll be using either scatter or bubble chart. So what is funnel chart? When will you use funnel chart? To visualize the process that has stages, right? And how it flows from
In a single
top of
process.
the pyramid to till the last one, right? So in the case of stages, if you want to visualize the various stages, right? So how the in the case of sales prospecting, from the leads to conversion, how many number of customers they dropped in each stages. If you want to see that, then you can go for funnel chart. The ribbon chart. What is the ribbon chart? Which data category has the highest rank? Along with that, it shows us the percentage change in the rank and percentage change in the sales value it shows, right? That is what ribbon chart. And what is gauge chart? It is also called a radial gauge chart. Radial, R-A-D-I-A-L. So what is gauge chart? You can compare the actual with the target. So what are the prerequisites to create a gauge chart? Minimum value, maximum value, target value is required. These are the prerequisites. The sales you can pick up from your data set. Okay, once you have the minimum maximum value, and if you have the target value already, if you have it right in your hand, so the sales value is the actual one. When you plot it with this thing, we can find out, are we really met the target or not. So now, right, you understood when we can use what kind of charts. Okay. The next one is the bookmarks. Okay. So what we will do is the bookmarks. Okay. So we will, continue with bookmark also because many topics are there. I just